Okay, now let's get back into more Steel Ball Run. Okay, as starting with his well, chapter 12 here. And I noticed that if it were, if that extra chapter wasn't enough of an indication for me, these translations tell me that I'm starting on volume 3 of the manga. Well, a little. Well, of course, at least it's with its original design. Not gonna be surprised if their the chapter numbers will match the manga volumes, cause certain editions could end up having a different number of chapters. I'm not I'm not complaining. I mean, I own two different first volumes of Stone Ocean, Japanese tone with the first 13 chapters and the official hardcover English release with the first 17. Hmm. Hmm. How far will I go through compare? How far have I gone through that compares to how many chapters will be in the first of Steel Ball Run's official English release? I'm probably gonna surpass it by before the year before we reach 2025. Anyway, at the start of chapter 12, we recall in these nice colored pages that Gyro Zabeliga first, along with some named characters in the following, along with some reactions to from the two we follow the most about the terror position, and Bokologo gets a moment of being annoying about his luck, while Diego's being Dio about how he's been by other racers. Well, Sandman just treats himself to some refreshments. Good news, Sandman. The next stage starts tomorrow morning after all. Anyway, Mr. Steel gets word on Gyro's coming to America in the blankness of his well, some pieces of his racing application, which has one way of saying he might have some history. Moving on, we get word from the judges and Gyro is not in first place anymore. He's suffering a penalty for supposedly attacking Sandman. Sports. Always having rules so someone that doesn't get hurt. But refs can be rigged sometimes. Eh, happens. Thanks to that penalty, Sandman gets first place, Digoko is second place, and Bokoloko is in the same place he got before, but my focus is more on these horse names. I might TV show this to my mom who makes horse bets once in a while. Hey, it was the only horse racing was the only sport that was going on through the pandemic. My gambling inside. Well, the gamblers, my family need to bet on something. Anyway, Gyro's not too happy though. The whole family and spends his ball on the table that gets Mr. Steele's attention for all the concerning reasons, but then our Zeppeli just walks away as if he was just letting out some mild, harmless aggression, but it seems that he was getting some small revenge by making the champagne bottles instantly pop up in all these weird directions. Remember when McCord Shivers talked about how they were gonna be popping the biggest bottles when McCord got to be Canada Endgame, when you know, but and that was before the finale aired. Well, Gyro here is proof that those balls were still popped when Bragg decided to make Korsami happen instead of the couple that had actual build up and romantic connection. Those bottles were still popped. They just weren't popped out of happiness. If you catch my drift. Anyway, with some anger out of his system, Gyro gives Johnny some lessons on the spin that helps our JoJo get off his horse. This seems like a nice filler chapter. But it seems like we're getting some as we cut to Minister Steele having to talk to a sheriff, and it turns out that 3 of the contestants were murdered, and the suspect is one of the racers. You know, I haven't not seen any scenes yet, and Anarchy is still getting me hooked on this story. Oh, am I kidding you? Me and this guy are on the same, well, I think we're on the same page when it comes to AI art. Just, well, look it up. Anyway, on to chapter 13. The Sheriff Turk tries to convince Mr. Steele to postpone the race, which gets refused. Good thing for the Mandalore that he's got Mountain Tim to look out for the suspect while still bidding the rings. I mean, and this man, it seems to have a presence that makes horse bow to him when he comes in. But at least he's also a nice guy who lassos up some flowers and offers to send them to Lucy. Same, she is a child wife, the emotional support child wife from the looks of it. But then again, he also looks at the crime scene to get a sense of how the crime played out and uses his rope to take a, a button that you would find on a pair of jeans out of the bottle. You know, it's an Easter egg, but you don't have to do it just to get a piece of evidence. You gotta break the balls sometimes. I don't think we're at for this era has as inventive forensics yet. Moving on to the second stage. Johnny talks with Gyro about their dancing competition, especially since the second stage is taking everyone through Arizona, and, well, Arizona's a big desert, mostly. I don't know about people who actually live in a place that always seems to have direct sunlight. But as someone who rather not be in direct sunlight on a hot day, I don't think Arizona should be a livable place to live your whole life. Unless you get all of your electricity from solar panels. Eh, what help of us get off our oil addiction. Either way, Gyro isn't too concerned about it all, since as soon as the race starts, he immediately sprints away from the watering holes and straight through the desert. He's doing it for the lead, and Johnny's essentially going with him for the sake of learning more about Sven. However, our chapter ends with our boys being pursued by the racer known as Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, I'll leave it here for now. I want to do more, but I got a lot more going. I pretty much finished. Well, I finished some original work, and, well, gotta get to some Christmas stuff, since it's Christmas Eve, and you guys enjoy yourselves. Like, share, and subscribe.